Hi everyone, this is YC. Welcome to my channel, YC Cooks and Bakes. Glad to see everyone this afternoon. I hope that everybody's having a great day. The sun is shining in South Carolina right now. I'm just going to make a quick lasagna, and my regulars have seen me do this a couple times before. So if you're new here, please comment, like, and subscribe so that when you go to the description, you can get the link to click on to get to the video where I have the recipe. So I'm just gonna, you can just come along with me today and make my lasagna. And I'm going to start off with a red onion. And what's really nice about this is I had it in the fridge, which is great because then it's not so hot and spicy and hard on, the nostrils and everything else when you go to, it's not so strong when you go to cut it when it's been refrigerated already. So I'm just going to cut it, dice it. That's what I always do. I had my shopping today. I'm going to take off this tough piece of skin. Looks like there's some more on here. Let's take this outer. I didn't see that, or I would have peeled it off already. Sometimes that happens when you have half of a one sitting in the fridge. The outside layer just gets kind of wrinkly and everything else. And it doesn't break down when you're trying to cook it, so I'm trying to get it off of here now. Wish I would have seen that. Anyway, it's not a big deal. But I had my shopping today at Aldi and the Dollar Tree. And let me tell you, those prices are sky high. Even the water, like I always get bottled water, but we're going to get a system put in that filters our water so we don't have to keep buying it. But right now we're using bottled water. And what I do for my cooking is I buy the great big gallon for our cooking, and then we drink the small bottles. But the great big gallon usually is like 85 cents. And I remember when they were 79 cents, but they were they went up to 95 cents now. So they get you coming and going. I'm going to saute this with some garlic. But what I did today, I'm using my metal pan like I use for brownies and stuff, just to see if it works out better than my glass Pyrex. And I sprayed it so it would be easy cleanup, because I'm sure it's going to stick to metal. And I just used a vegetable spray from Walmart. But what I wanted to show you was all our Aldi, I don't know if they're all like that, we're out of lasagna noodles. So I got this, and this is 12 ounce, which is really all you need. It's the big box of lasagna noodles from Dollar Tree for $1.25. And you see that it's the Columbia brand. Yep. And they're oven ready. It says oven ready down there. I just wanted to show you that you can get lasagna noodles at Dollar Tree. All right, let's go saute this. Okay, we're at the stove. Just waiting for my oil to heat up. I have the back door open today. It's beautiful outside. In fact, when I came out of Aldi, I had to take my coat off. I was like boiling in the sun. And when the days are nice like this, I always put my groceries from the cart into the bags right at my trunk instead of doing it inside the store. Yep. So I have a surprise for you today, and I'm going to tell you the surprise at the end of my video. So if you want to hear about the surprise, stay tuned. I think this is good. You can use olive oil, whatever you want, you know that. Okay, let me put some garlic in. That's good. Nope, that's not my dog barking out there. And you don't want to wait till the garlic turns brown before you put your onions in. You want to put your onions in when you smell the garlic and it becomes fragrant, which I'm not really showing you on. I'm just bringing you along today. You'll be able to see how I make a lasagna in one of my other videos when I put the link. Been a long day with shopping at the Dollar Tree and at Aldi. Sometimes I show hauls. I didn't today because my husband was in here making his homemade coffee cake. This is the second time he's made it with the Greek yogurt. He's perfecting a coffee cake recipe. And I'm going to tell you, I said, please save me some. Because this place, our house will go through coffee cake like it's nothing. And he teased me when I got home with my groceries. He showed me an empty container. He said, I'm so sorry. I said, I know y'all didn't eat that coffee cake already. And he started laughing. I said, you're not really good at hiding it. And he was laughing. And so I had a piece of coffee cake when I got home from the store because I hadn't had breakfast or nothing. And it was a 10 out of 10. It was so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's learning how to bake. He's a cook and he is a sauce man. Oh my gosh. But he wasn't really much of a baker, and now he's stepping it up in his baking. I don't like that when the onion skin doesn't want to break down. I don't want it in my dish. There's one more piece. See if I can take it out of here. I should have looked at the onion before I started cutting it up. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Oh, that smells good. Okay, I'm going to get this. See the onion and garlic in there. I'm going to get it sauteed, and I'm going to go get some beef from the fridge to add with it. Okay, I got the beef in it now. And this was, I've never seen it like this at Aldi. I would normally buy a tub of it, but they didn't have any tubs today. This was a tube. You've seen the plastic tubes of beef like in other stores, other grocery stores. And I had to buy a great big one of those and then cut it up like in 3 different, for 3 different meals. Don't normally buy it like that. But that's the way things are right now. They get in what they can get in from wherever, and everything went up. The brats, not just the water, the fries, everything I put my hands on, it went up. Even the eggs. The butter stayed the same this week though. Oh, that's That's my dog. Did you hear that? Hopefully she doesn't keep on. I'd like her to get some nice fresh air today. Okay. Alright. I'm going to keep messing with this and get this beef cooked. This is almost done cooking. The meat's brown, and I'm just adding salt and pepper right now. I can get my pepper grinder to work. It doesn't want to work. Maybe I need to add more to it. That's probably what it is. So I'll get that done, and we'll meet back at the counter. Okay, we're back at the counter. I took time to drain the fat off the meat after, and then I added some more cracked black pepper to it. So, that way it wouldn't be all drained away, And right now, I'm just using my shredder and shredding some mozzarella cheese because it's a lot cheaper, to buy it in the brick. So that's how we're doing it. And it doesn't, take that long to save a few cents here and there because it all adds up at the end of the year, And at the end of the month and the week and everything else. Because things are so tight and everything right now for everybody, it seems. And with that wide frying pan like that, I just take a dinner plate and put over it backwards over the top and then slide it slightly, and that's how I drain it into the fat, like into a jar, And I have a crock for fat, but sometimes it's full and then we have to empty it, and like that. Sometimes we get rid of it like at a special place for it at the dump, and other times like we burn it away because we have a great big huge burn pit. I remember when we used to live out in the country, we were getting rid of some animal fat like that, like just drained off of foods and stuff, and put it out there at the edge of the woods, but we hadn't burned it yet. And when I looked out the window, there was a mother fox and all her little cubs. She was pretty. Oh my, she was so beautiful. She wasn't just gray, she was red. She was so pretty. And it got so where she would come around so often that she kind of got used to it. She couldn't go right up to her, but you could come out the back door and sit on the steps and she'd be over by the clothesline. Beautiful fox. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to put half of it, I'm going to put in a mixture, and then I'm going to keep some, that I can sprinkle on top afterwards. Okay, I got all that shredded up. Now I'm going to start the mixture for my bowl, and I always put an egg in my cheese mixture. That's just how I've always done lasagnas. I'm going to mess it up real good. That's good. And then we're going to put on half my mozzarella that I just shredded up. And then, saving some to sprinkle on the top. And then I'm going to put in, this is a very, very large container. 24 ounces, but we have quite a bit of it left. We're going to put in about 15 ounces of cottage cheese. And this is the 4%. I don't believe in doing light because what happens is they put something else that's not healthy whenever you see the word light. I freaked out today because I had to get light sour cream. They ran out of regular sour cream. They always end up adding something horrible in with it. You think they just take some of the fat away? Okay. Anyway, This is good for you. There we go. I love the flavor of the 4%. Has better flavor, everything about it. Okay, and not just mozzarella and cottage cheese, but you want the Parmesan cheese too. I think I'm using this on a couple meals this week. I often buy this for more than one meal. It says we can rip it, yeah. Tear it, whatever. There we go. I just put like half the bag. It's a 6-ounce bag, so this is roughly 3 ounces. And just stir it up with the egg. So you've got 3 cheeses here stirring up with the egg. I could eat this like this, but you're not supposed to eat raw eggs. So I'm not going to do that. Oh, sorry about that loud noise. Oh, this is like not Corningware or anything. It's but it's actually a glass. It's a type of glass. And boy, if you bang it, woo! That's why so very often you see me using wooden spoons, because that banging on this glass just sends me flying. Oh, especially too, you know, people, like I said, people work different shifts here, and I don't want to wake everybody up. All right, that's good. Okay, so put this aside. I just got some pasta sauce from Aldi. Sometimes I use marinara sauce. I'm gonna put something under here. Here, I'll just put a pot holder in here. I don't like that. This type of metal will leave marks on the countertop. Okay. So you want a little bit in the bottom, like that. And I just go like, I just tilt the pan, you know, to spread it around, and you see it going. That's all I do. Okay, and I can even it out in these other places. Just go back and forth with your spoon, or whatever you're using. Probably going to get it all over me. I make messes in the kitchen. Okay. I just want roughly some sauce down on the bottom. All right. And we're going to put a layer. And I think we're going to put a little bit of sauce. Okay. You just want some kind of liquid next to the noodle to ensure that it really does cook, you know what I mean, even though it says it's oven ready. You gotta help it along with a little bit of sauce, maybe a little bit of water after. like that. Okay. And we're going to put some meat, our meat mixture. I'm just going to put some in. Not all of it. Just some, because you'll put some on another layer. Put that aside. And just kind of even it out as best you can. Yep. Sometimes I put mushrooms, black olives, green onions. Sometimes I just go to town and make a huge one. But usually if I do that, I'm having company and I get one of those great big deep dish foil things from Dollar Tree, you know, or Walmart. There. So now there is some meat sporadically put across it. And then just some dollops of this. I think I have some spinach left over too. I'm going to go get that here in a minute when I do the next layer. Okay, get this fork. See? Okay, and I'm going to just keep going with this, and I'm going to go get the spinach leaves out of my fridge that I want to use up. Okay, I got them, and they're still fresh. I just could sit here and eat this like a rabbit. Rabbits eat spinach. I'm assuming they do. Let's have a little bit of green on here. Yum. It tastes good, my goodness. Okay. That's awesome. All right. And I'm going to put like that. I'm going to break off the end of this. I just refuse to get a lasagna pan, don't I? Maybe one of these days, right? Okay, pour a little bit of sauce. Sometimes I just put it in with my meat. I'm keeping it separate this time. All right, and we're going to spread it out. Okay. The rest of the meat. Meat, onions, and the garlic. I don't like the lasagna all the time, but every now and then it's nice to have a switch from spaghetti to something different, you know. My husband really liked that linguine I did with the peanut sauce. And he said the house smelled so good. He wanted to get up and eat some with us, but he knew that he had to rest for work that night. And he said, oh my goodness, she's cooking up a storm. Okay, now I am going to put, let me see, rest of this. I think I do it in a different order every time too, but I'll put the link to my video where I've done this before, and you can see how I did it then too if you wanted, just to give yourself an idea how you'd like to do it. Let's see here. Now, let's put a little bit more spinach. Oh shoot. There, how's that? That takes care of this, doesn't it? I don't have to worry about it now. Is it gonna go bad? Better not. Not with the price of things these days. That's my son's car. Okay. All right. Let's see here. That's good. As long as, you know, each time you cut a square, it's going to get some spinach, a little bit of everything, you know. How much is left in here? Just another layer. So I'll put some noodle and cheese on top. Some people get 2 lasagnas out of every pack. I don't. I try to use it all up. Probably not supposed to, but I do. I'm like, yeah, get those noodles in there. There, see? You know what's going to happen with those, don't you? My kids will take these pieces and they'll take the leftover noodles and they'll make homemade soup with them. My boys know how to make homemade soup, and they do a fantastic job. They use noodles, they use anything, dumplings, they use, what are those things that you can get? The Asian market. They love those. And they make soups. Okay, let's go ahead and get some sauce on here. The rest of it anyway, right? And what I'm going to do is put some water in here. I'm going to put the cap on. Shake it, get the rest out, and I'm going to go around the edge. And that will ensure that these noodles will cook, you know. But I'm just going to spread this sauce out. And I'll bring you back when it's done. Put some cheese on top. Okay, I have the sauce and cheese on top, and I just wanted to let you know that you have to put it in at 350 for 45 minutes, and then you let it sit you cook it 15 minutes more without the foil on it. But I had to spray my foil. You know, you spray so that it doesn't stick to your cheese. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and you know what this looks like. I'm going to show you real quick, you know, and you can picture it melted. And you know what lasagna looks like, but I'll put that link, like I said. One thing I wanted to share with you before I get off of here is that you know, my husband and I were talking about what we could do for Valentine's, but he works so many hours. So what he's going to do, and it's not going to be on Valentine's, it's going to be one day soon, and I'll try to let you know in advance. But he is going to do a cooking video with me, and my husband can really cook. It's going to be exciting, and you'll get to meet my husband, and that is the surprise. So I hope that you'll all be able to join us then. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see my husband cook a meal with me soon. So have a great night.